Hi, my name is Nancy Balstead. I'm a neuromuscular therapist located in Costa Mesa, California, and I'm going to have my friend Alicia here demonstrate a plantar fasciitis stretch. Alicia?
Hi Nancy, thanks for having me today. My name's Alicia Gadsden. I'm one of the co-founders of Live Fit Revolution. We're an online fitness and nutrition program that we offer completely free of charge. Nancy's been my massage therapist for 3 or 4 years now, and she's the one that keeps me running when I'm doing my half marathons and this year training for a marathon. So Nancy's work is really important to me.
In addition to Live Fit Revolution, Alicia is also my personal trainer and she's keeping me walking. So. Anyway, then we're going to show you this plantar fasciitis stretch. Okay, I've asked Alicia to sit down so that we can go over the movements of the foot. The foot is not a hoof, and there are a lot of muscles in the foot and a lot of bones, and we are also part of the stretch. It's important to be able to engage the muscles of the foot to make the stretch effective. So, Alicia, if you would please point your foot and then go into what's called dorsiflexion, which is toes up, toes and ankle. Very good. And then invert the foot so we can see the bottom, and then evert to show the other side. As you can see, there's a lot of movement in the foot, and stretching the foot is very, very important because you're walking on them all day or locking them up in shoes. Important to this stretch is going to be engaging the muscles of the toes. Alicia, would you please push against the floor with your toes and then lift the ball of your foot? Just want you to see that so that you know that's going to be part of the stretch. It's not necessarily going to be too visible when we're actually doing the stretch. Okay, and now Alicia, if you would go ahead, stand up and then go ahead and go down into this kneeling position. Okay, you're going to sit on your heels and then push against the floor with your toes, raising you up. You may have to sit up slightly, go up slightly on your knees a little bit to do that, depending on your flexibility and your strength. You pause just a bit, and then you sit back down on your toes. Every time you do that, so you can already see from the first time she was sitting on her toes, that more of her toes are hitting the ground. This is stretching the muscles of the bottom of the foot, and it's also so that when she sits back down into the stretch, she gets a lot more pull. Now, to engage a little bit more of the back of the leg, I'm going to ask her to walk her knees back, making the ankle angle a little more acute, and you can see even more of her little toesies are there on the ground. Anyway, go ahead and push again, Alicia. And then you pause, and then you sit right back down on your toes and go for that stretch. And if you're not feeling it, you just walk your knees back. And believe me, that will increase the sensation of stretch in the back of the leg. Go ahead and raise up on your knees again, Alicia. Point the toes straight out the back and sit down on them. Now we're stretching the top of the foot. If you're not feeling that, then you can lean back on your hands, and depending on how flexible you are, you can go all the way down like Alicia is, or not. Or even come on up a little higher and then raise each knee. Lean back on your hands and raise each knee. That stretch the top of your foot? Okay. And then your opposite action, and the one you want to end up on, because the bottom of the foot is where the problem is a final stretch for the toes with your foot bent back again. Very, very good. The next thing I'm going to demonstrate is a modified stretch like Alicia did, because not everybody is either slim enough or flexible enough to do the stretch the way Alicia showed it. And then sometimes, even if you're that tiny, maybe your foot is so sore you can't yet go to that level of flexibility. And just getting to that is going to be a healing experience. So in the case of a mobility problem, you'll probably want to start on a couch or something and have some furniture around to help you get on and off your couch. So I'm going to go ahead and get down. And this is going to be a more modified. Like I said, if you're a little tubby or a lot tight, this is going to be helpful to you. You can always help yourself get down like this. Okay, you're still going to want to curl your toes under as much as possible. And then you just rock toward your feet. Push yourself back. Rock your behind in toward your heels. Push back. Rock and push. Hold the stretch. This is the stretch phase. Hold the stretch as long as you can. You can even do it this way. If you're so tight that you can't like get on all fours like this, you could use a piece of furniture. It's really all about the foot, and the ankle, and the knee. So push. And then I can still walk my knees back. As you can see, more and more of my foot is getting down onto the push, 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 relax, and back more into the thing. And at some point, with repeated use of that stretch, you'll be able to sit up and put your body weight on your flexed foot. Push, 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 pause. The longer you're able to sit on, put pressure on the flexed foot without crying, the better. Crying won't get you anywhere except maybe sympathy from your friends. So make sure you have an audience. And then stabilize yourself. And you want to sit, and you can also roll up a towel, or if you have a pillow or something, just in case this is too hard on your knees, you can put a rolled up towel across the back of your knees. That way you won't go into too much knee flexion, and that'll help the people with problem knees, because we're really all about wanting to improve the foot. Thank you for joining us for this plantar fasciitis stretch. If you have any questions, please go to my website, rxformyalgia.com. I hope you found this to be beneficial, and thank you very much, Alicia.
Thanks for having me, Nancy.
You're so welcome. How often and when should you do this stretch? Daily, as often as possible. At least one set with 3 repetitions, always ending on the stretch phase. An excellent time to perform this stretch is just before bed. Remember, this is only one part of a therapy program. Please seek additional professional help to resolve your plantar fasciitis. Before performing this or any other stretching program, please get an okay from your healthcare professional. Other conditions may be present for which this stretch would not be appropriate.